Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Cultist Simulator with me, Alfapiomega, and Rudolf Calvin, the aspirant. So, I skipped again in between episodes, had some toast and made some more coffee, and here we are. So, our adversary found nothing to bother us with, so she can go in her corner. But I have been successful in upgrading the heart lore, so now we have word that walks. The syllables of this formula are compelling. I find myself snapping my fingers to its rhythm. It desires not to cease. So we got that. I tried to upgrade the Wood Whisper as well, but I failed 2 times, so I decided I won't bother with that anymore. And I have translated all of the books that we will now study. But before we do that, I'd also like to mention that I upgraded the hanger-on to a pawn. This one is loyal but lacks initiative. And I went to the dream world of the wood and brought back a scrap, which in the end turned to Straycone's residence, the house of Mr. Straycone, a collector of rare objects. Straycone will not sell his treasures, but a sufficiently cunning accomplice might gain entry. So we're gonna try that right now, because that's what is the most fun. So again, Clifton is gonna go, and he's gonna go with Sylvia, and we're gonna give them money. I made quite a nice sum. So Mr. Straycone has forbidden entry to his library. Unfortunate. Let's see what we can do. Expedition needs blah blah blah. You know this already. Furthermore, I'm gonna work. And Poppy is now available to talk to, so let's ask her for a commission. I am, Poppy says with a girlish giggle, curious about, the arts of blood and ice. It's silly, but allow an old woman her whims. Will you help me? I sure will, if I can. And in the meantime, I'm gonna start reading these books. So first is De Bellis Murorum by Solipsistos. The poem elliptically describes a war between beasts, weather phenomena, and arcane concepts. It's quite specific about their tactics. So that's good. We can put the health here. And I guess there's nowhere to go to dream or reason to do that anyway. So, Poppy has given us a commission. Commission knock, substantial. We'll need a matching lore fragment of the knock of at least level 4. Okay, where did the commission go? We actually have one of lore level 2, so we won't be able to do that at any point right now. Okay, but with all these books, it's bound to give us something. So let's see. So yeah, while we're working... Actually, I can't talk with her. Yeah, I would need to give her the commission. Aren't you meeting with the adversary? Well, if we got someone to allow aspect level edge 5, then they would be probably even better than that hired muscle who killed the detective. The expedition continues. Our expedition plans for the next challenge. It'll consume funds, so I can add funds now, or I can send another follower. I actually want to send Lidwall because he has the forge. So he's going to be useful in that. Okay, visions. Next is the season of Ardor. Okay, money are always good. Never stop making money, there's no reason to anyway. Unless, we're trying to get the sprint there. Which I wonder if this is a 1... Oh no, this is a value of 2. And this is a value of 8, so we could get 8 gold for this one. Okay. Interesting. I thought they were less valuable. Hey, what the hell do I know? Where did we get erudition? I don't even know we got that. So we studied the Bellis Murorum. The 2-1 joined and the horned distinguished. Consequently, blood. Oh, Killar's lesson. Nice. So that's a better aspect. Actually, thinking about it, I don't think that's doable, but still, let's look at that. Yeah, this is a moth, this is a lantern, and health is heart. Okay, so we need to aspect level 6 to be able to upgrade all of our other believers. The key will need a level 6 as well. Okay, so now let's read the Rose of Vasney. The offshoot favored by Vasney, the true sisterhood, followed by Saint Raficus in pursuing ascension in the name of the door in the eye. The merciless hour of light. Saint Raficus failed, perhaps because the larger sisterhood tracked him down and the ritualist strangled him, but Vasney outlined steps for those who hope to succeed. Actually, what's the killer's lesson? I didn't read that. This is a bone-deep story the thousand men learned in antiquity of blood and its exits. To speak it aloud is to hear the sword hiss. Use this in the rite with a corpse and winter power, and the corpse will rise. I really don't know how we're supposed to get rights though. Against the watchers, a lyco deception. Awake, awake, they're upon us. That way, quickly. Watchers, mortals, perhaps even ordinary mortals, but quite a number of them. They can be fought, seduced, or deceived. Well, we only have the... I could add Enid with more knock. We have no one with a heart. So let's add Rose into the mess. And see how it's gonna go. So there's nothing we can do with this thing at this point anyway. The Furtive's Truth could be upgraded, and we could even use one to get a location in the Shires. I wonder if this is supposed to take place in Britain, or... because it says aspect in the capital, and the detective had a bobby hat on him, so I guess we're in the UK. And interludes. Contentment is good. But you know, who knows? The Watcher's confusion. Their bewilderment is our opportunity. We'll pass in silent secrecy. It seems like we succeeded. Yes, treasure lies before us. So let's send Eldritch. No, not Eldritch. Let's send Enid. She has more of the key, so maybe she can get us more things. Oh, we get 2 things out of this. Seek in dreams, seek the manses. The third mark can be achieved only when one has passed the stag door. One must pass the wood, one must rise to the white door. The stag door awaits on the light bearer in the sign of Kirby. Oh, this is good. We get 2 manses glimpse, which means we can get an unmerciful mantra and upgrade that one as well. And we can upgrade 2 of the killer's lesson and start upgrading our followers. That is awesome. Actually, the stag door is something that I encountered before. I'm gonna show it to you. And maybe we can figure something out. Or maybe you can tell me something out. Because it's a bit hard to understand, even for me, and I've done it before. So now we're reading the Orchid Transfigurations. Flood, or pseudo-flood, suggests alignment between the alchemical traditions of Rubedo and the older Grail traditions through the Pine Knight quest for the Cinnabar Cup. It seems like... this seems really anticlimactical. It seems like a number of words he has just made up. Okay, next comes the Season of Dreads. We're doing good on money though. That's awesome. Okay, so we got work back. So we're doing even better on money. Holy hell, 12 again. Stracon's treasures. Out into the night, we escape unseen, but the next day there are reports of fire at Straycone. Did something knock a live coal on the hearthrug, or did Straycone destroy the place himself as part of a larger scheme? So we get our people back and one fund out of the two we put in. We get notoriety. We get the veins called histories. Subtitled Stories from Behind the Walls, a miscellany of non-traditional histories compiled by William Gore, including battles not generally acknowledged and countries which appear on no map, told in playful, apparently fictional manner. The Journal of Alessandro La Croce. Prince Alessandro La Croce spent years in secret study of the tablets taken from the Fucine marshes in central Italy. His work will allow you to decipher Fucine texts. The Locksmith Dream's Stolen Recollections. The fourth volume of Teresa Gamer's expansive work, no longer a discussion of the dreams of artisans, but a valuable survey of their works. The tone is calmer than that of Trespasses, but occasionally fearful, even paranoid. This volume was published in 1926, but almost immediately recalled and pulped by the publisher at the request of the authority or possibly the authorities, depending which story you believe. A few copies survived. Traveling at Night Volume 3. The Annotated Dream Journals of Christopher Elopole, sometimes called the Only Readable Occultists. Okay, and the Treatise on Underplaces. Herein, the 17th century mystic and antiquarian Claude Hersault describes the bounds or underplaces. On the border of dreams, he warns that they shift over time. Wow! We are actually swimming in books. This is crazy. Okay, I'll just focus on reading them and collecting the lore now. Okay, so here we are in the wood. Oh, nice, a furtive truth. But you can also get to the stag door. I don't remember how I did it, but I passed to the stag door, got a stag door card. But it asked me a question, and I needed to answer that question with a lore, and I never figured it out. So I never could get to the Ascent of the Knives or the Painted River or whatever the other things are. So, yeah. But you can get it there. I can't remember how though, but you can get it there. Okay, so read the volumes of the Orchid Transfigurations. Sees the cup in the birthing bed. The Pine Knight is told. The midwife at the birthing bed, to his amazement, is the Mountain Mother. In a fit of awe, he both geld and flees himself. The vigilant storm bursts joyfully from the remains. Okay, a cup lore. A Margalesian incantation, the Great Mother remembers. Okay, so let's read this one now. Another locksmith dream that could give us a locksmith secret. That would be nice. Janus is the gatekeeper, the twin god, the god that wounds, the presager of changes, the sun, the moon. So we identify him with the watchman, the twins, with the mother of the forge, with the Meniscate and the madrigal. He cannot be all these, can he? The Flamines knew the church, knew the dry land, knew Elegabalus. Is heathen Synthesis? Or is he something else? In Galatia, they called him Janus Laminus, but the Obliviates are notorious for their slanders. Okay. I'm running it around on fast forward now because we need this notoriety to go away and I want to read as many books in this episode as possible. Janus is the gatekeeper, the twin god, the god that wounds, the presager of changes, the sun, the moon. So we identify him with the watchman, the twins, the mother. Oh, it's the same thing, okay. Give me that and work some more. Oh, we have an affliction, I completely missed that. That could have been dangerous. Fascination. Janus has, they say, that one face but two, to which I reply, why only one? Why only two? Herald and Causile, according to Thomas Love Denman, once agreed that Janus was all the gods and none, but later Herald insisted he was all the gods, and Kusala favored simply none. Deadman was a sinister dilettante, but this rings true of them both. Oh, a level 6 moth. The ecclesiastic's riddle is what may be lost. Each ecclesiastic's parable is an attempt to answer the riddle. An unmerciful mantra, mercy, said the watchman, is found only in shadows. Oh, that is cool. Okay, we're actually making a lot of progress with the moth, and potentially the lantern as well. So the Vainsco's histories. Gore doesn't mention the manses directly, but constant coy metaphorical references to ascending the staircase of years to the doors of sleep and to the blue light of dawn suggest he had commerce with the unseen world. Okay, mentality. Damn, we're getting a lot of lore here. Thank God you don't have to go through it. I'll have to. That's gonna be hours of work getting it all together. Okay, read Gore, Vainscott histories. It was common in that time to speak of the division of the sun, by which contemporaries understood the interruption of barbarian forces and the uncouth gods. I actually have a feeling I know how to get to the wood. Wait. I think I went this way. I went with passion. No, that's the bleached way. Oh yeah, I needed the knock. Okay, so never mind. Let's go to the wood instead. So what's next? The Treatise of Underplaces. The walls of the manses, Herald begins, are the size of starlight. Many of his discretions are equally unhelpful, but common relationships do emerge. Well, as long as you find it useful, I am happy for you. Authority is burning away. Okay, we're burning away the seeing things. A bit of vitality for the masses. I'll move you slightly to the right so that we have space here. A peculiar rumor, huh? Let's get it. We haven't done anything in that, and the notoriety I think is going away. So what did we get? A picturesque amount of journey through nightmare. Intersaid with that might be partial rights. On the 18th ascent is the bud. On the 36th ascent, the blossom. Oh, a Yuguin rite. Every door in the manses requires its sacrifice before it will open. The Yuguin rites prescribe the manner of the sacrifice. Nearly every summoning rite requires knock influence. This lore provides it. Okay. So now you. Volume of traveling through the night. Ilopo's distinguishing on fire and the unburned god are interrupted by passages of distractingly exotic poetry addressed to Baldemera. Oh shit, she's coming after us. Yeah. Damn, it was... Yeah, 74 seconds were left. Okay, well that's a problem because we're already tracking down a rumor and it might prove perilous. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. Okay, she's converting clues to evidence. Okay, we got contentment here, we got some money here. And yes, we got notoriety for a hanger-on. God damn it. And he has nothing. Well, let's promote him immediately so that we can see if he's useful. Actually, let's promote him using this ceremony. Okay, so we get erudition from this. To reach the stag door, I don't believe that all you really need is to want something enough, but I've never wanted anything that much except, of course, Baldomera. And I'm very much afraid that the knot in the story is this. What Baldomera wants is the stag door, but here's something I learned in Persia. Perhaps I'll teach you what you want. Oh, Smith's secret. Awesome. Okay, let's read this. Oh, Fusin language. It had something in common with Latin and something else in common with the scratchings of maddened rats. What the hell? Are we getting another scholar? And she's converting clues to evidence. A pawn. Yeah, he has edge. Nothing else. Just an edge. So we got some disposable people here, basically. Yeah, she's got tentative evidence now. And we got notoriety. It's not good. That is not good. Okay, develop an understanding of the long-dead Fusin language. In places it overlaps with languages I know. In other places, well, I can see why they call it the tongue of the witches, but I understand it well enough now. Yeah, we became a scholar in Fusin. That's interesting. Okay, let's read one more book. Let's say the Viennese Conundra. And that's going to be it for this episode, and I'll come back when I clear out these lores. I'll have a lot of work with the lantern, I'll have a lot of work with the edge. I might do a bit more with the moth. I guess that's all there is at this point. The histories would be nice. I might burn one of these furtive troops to find a location in the Shires. Maybe we'll be able to find something interesting there. Though I kinda expect it to become much harder the further you get on the ladder. It only makes sense. Oh shit! Oh! Oh, she created a damning evidence. Fuck. Okay, well this gave me Equiast's parable. Medusa riddle then, I choose to render as what is not seen. There is another riddle, one I have heard rendered as what may be lost. I will delineate some historic attempts to answer it. These are in themselves, in some sense, sacrifices. Okay, so we got a second one here. Well, fuck, if she creates damning evidence, we might be game over. I don't know if this is the last level or... If this ever reaches trial, I will be in serious danger. Even if this hunter is disposed of, another may find their notes. Crap. I guess we might have to kill her. I don't know what to do with this. Earth Gate. Oh no, it will not harbor me. Damning evidence of occult activities in the city. The Suppression Bureau will be able to convict you. Evidence may survive the death of the hunter who created it. Well, do we have people that might do this? We don't have anyone with enough edge. Crap. Well, I might just have to start searching for hired guns, I guess. Fuck. Well, anyway, this was fun seeing you. Now, I'll have to figure out what to do with this. This is not going to be fun. Crap.